Alright, what's up, y'all? Matt here again. What's up? I'm back with another Nintendo video for you guys today. So the Nintendo Direct Mini just happened a couple of days ago on the 26th. That whole Direct thing was a whole big mess in of itself with fake leaks going around and stuff like that. That one leak was real. Your boy took a clown on that one. Thank God the actual Direct's out now. One of the reasons why the Direct was so heavily requested was because fans were really curious about what's going on with Nintendo's 2020 lineup. Because outside of Xenoblade and the already released Animal Crossing, yeah, there's really nothing. The Direct only really gave us a release date for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Bravely Default 2. That was pretty much it. And that's left people wondering, what's Nintendo's 2020 lineup? Will it be dry compared to everyone else's, which is going to be huge, especially with next-gen consoles coming out? Is Nintendo not gonna compare? Well, I have some theories and some speculation on what might be going on with that. Firstly, I'm gonna kind of discuss what I think is exactly going on with their lineup and kind of my predictions for what might be happening for the rest of 2020, in my honest opinion. So yeah, let's get into it. So I guess there's kind of two possibilities when it comes to this. That is either Nintendo's 2020 lineup is going to be normal / reasonable, you know, kind of the normal amount they do, and or it's going to be dry, and there's not going to be a lot of games coming out in this year. I guess a good reason to think the first one is Nintendo. They are always developing games. You know, they're kind of known for being a game factory. They're always pushing out games no matter what. And I guess the reason why it's just not seeming like it's big right now is because I guess we're early in the year. Those games coming out in the holiday season usually get announced a little bit around E3, so you know that's when marketing can start and hype can start going around for all that kind of stuff. Obviously there's some big hurdles in the way for them to get all of this stuff out to people. So maybe that's what's going on, and Nintendo's lineup might be great. It's just maybe we have a dry spell in the spring. I guess it just seems weird because a lot of game companies are doing big game rollouts this spring, so I guess in comparison, Nintendo seems really dry since they really have only one game and another one coming up at the end of May. So, but there's also that second option of Nintendo having a dry spell for the rest of this year. It's another thing that could likely be possible based off of, you know what, I'm not going to say its name, but the C word. Since the C word has been causing all of this drama and, you know, social isolation and distancing, and people are working from home. I remember reading this somewhere, and I don't know if this is exactly the case, but I think Nintendo isn't in their offices right now. They might have closed down the offices at this point, but I think that is something that's going on. So a lot of those people are working from home. That's something they can definitely do. And they have ways to set up drives and connections to the main Nintendo office. So, but of course, working from home is not going to be the same as working from the office. I think workflow is going to slow down significantly. I'm sure they're going to be on them saying, hey, you should get this work done. But I just think working at home is going to be slowing down a lot of things.
I mean, I'm taking online classes right now, and your boy's taking a dip.
If there's games coming out in 2020, they might get a bit of a delay or a significant delay. But I think another factor in it too maybe is we're in the middle of this console generation. For Nintendo, generations usually last about like 6 years or so, and of course we're in year 3 of the Nintendo Switch now. Usually a lot of big first-party exclusive games are released in the first 2 years, and of course that's been the case with Nintendo. But moving into year 3, those game companies haven't had time to finish those other games that they're going to be releasing. And so that means the middle of the generation is kind of a bit of a lull period. It could be the case going into this one. I really don't know which one is likely. My pessimistic side is wanting to go towards the latter option and kind of, I guess, be more realistic. They still can develop those games from home, and it could be that there's not a significant or short delay in that, and they can get those games out on time. And now I kind of want to discuss what I theorize those games might be. Stuff I want to see and stuff that I maybe think could be possible. You know, this is just my speculation. As always, I don't get these things 100% right. These are just kind of the games that I want and kind of expect. Firstly, let's talk about the big IPs of Nintendo. You know, the mainstays like Zelda and Mario. Usually every year there's at least like 1 or 2 big game releases. You know, in 2017 it was Zelda and Mario, 2018 it was Smash Bros, and last year it was Luigi's Mansion and Pokemon Sword and Shield. This year I don't think will be any different. I think we'll get at least a big IP release. We've already had one this year, that being Animal Crossing, but I think we're gonna get at least like 1 or 2 for the rest of the year. I think the first thing that comes to mind for everyone is Zelda, because they announced that last year, and a lot of people are speculating if that could come out in 2020. I think it could be possible, but I am doubtful because in the original announcement, it said that the sequel to Breath of the Wild is now in development. And me being a Kingdom Hearts fan has taught me anything. It usually means that they just started in development like now, as in when that trailer came out. It could be a little bit longer, in 2021 at the latest, I'd say. But the reason why I think differently on this, because from the trailer, it looks like they're going to use a lot of the same assets as Breath of the Wild. You know, they're kind of reusing those. And of course, since that's the case, they really don't have to do much more development on it because those assets already exist. So I think it could go much faster. It could release in 2020 very easily. That's just my opinion. I guess I'll count Bayonetta 3 in this too. Been a long time since we got a development update on that, and I think it's long overdue for one. From what I've heard, the development on the game's going fine. It's just like, where is it then? Is it really taking you that long? And maybe it's another situation with Kingdom Hearts 3. Started development right when that trailer came out because they really didn't show much in it. So I think we will definitely get some more news on it this year, but I don't know if it will get a release. Another game announced long ago, but we haven't gotten any news on, is Shin Megami Tensei 5. What the heck happened to that game? That was originally announced in the conference before the Nintendo Switch actually released, but they have said that 2020 is going to be a news blowout for this game. It's quite possible that this game could release in 2020 because of that. Maybe Atlas games take a little bit longer. I'm not an Atlas fan, so I really wouldn't know. A game that I really want to see is a new Mario Kart game. I think we are very much long overdue. The last one was Mario Kart 8 back in 2014. While yes, they really don't need to make another Mario Kart right now because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch is, I think, the best-selling Switch title, period. But I don't think they ever update that game, and I think it's been long overdue for Mario Kart to get a little bit of an update. People obviously like Mario Kart. I wonder what's going on with the new mainline Mario game. They're obviously developing that, but who knows how far they are along in it. I don't think it's going to come out this year. I'm just kind of saying. Mario Odyssey was probably my favorite game of 2017, so to have a sequel to it like they did with Mario Galaxy, hey, I would be totally on board with that. There's a lot of rumors going around that 3D World is going to be ported to the Switch, and I think that may keep the Mario fans happy. I know a lot of people are going to say this, and I just want to clear this up right now. Metroid Prime 4 ain't coming out this year, buddy. We'll get at least a trailer, I think. At least a teaser trailer, not really gameplay. I don't think that'll happen until next year. You got to keep in mind, this game is in development hell right now. They just restarted development early last year, and I know that seems like a long time ago, but these games take a long time to develop, so don't expect Metroid Prime to be released this year. And I guess I'll talk about this too. Smash Bros DLC. We already have one announcement of the first character. It's going to be the ARMS character. I guess I should have assumed ARMS would be in it at some point because they never put that in there. I think Sakurai said because of the C word that's going to be delayed. They even gave a little excuse in there that they need to extend the development time of it. I think that was a cool little way to get around that. There will be another Smash character released this year. It will be the ARMS character and then something else. Who really knows? You know, there's a bunch of speculation. I have a whole video talking about characters that I want for the Fighters Pass Volume 2, if you want to go watch that. So those are some of the things that I could expect to see for Nintendo in 2020. We're going to get some big releases, but I think we're going to get some at least previews of ones coming up next year. I think it's going to be a bit drier than it usually is this year. Tell me down in the comments below what you think about all this. What do you think Nintendo's 2020 lineup is going to be like? Do you think it's going to be big? Do you think it's going to be dry? What kind of games do you want to see? Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join Discord server, join notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be. So yeah.